there. My name is Kelly Mank. I'm the Executive Director for BNI Maine. Today, I want to talk a little bit about being specific, but not in the way we normally talk about it. Normally, we talk about asking for a specific referral to get the type of referrals that we're looking for. But I've had a couple of meetings just recently all around being specific about our business. What kind of referral are we asking for? What kind of products are we talking about? Are we talking about the products or services in our business that just bring in the money? Or are we talking about the products and services in our business that we really want to do, that we feel passionate about, that we really want to focus on with the growth of our business? Now, sometimes it's a little hard to separate these things. Sometimes we're in that mode of, I need to take all the business I can get, dollars are dollars, and I'll figure out, how to structure my business later. And unfortunately, when we start like that, it's really hard to change back or to start to filter that. I did this. I can relate to this way too well. When we're looking at building our business by referral, we want to make sure that our members know what we do. I had a one-to-one with someone just a couple days ago, and she says, I think the members are confused. And I wasn't quite sure where she was going with it at first, but she goes, I think my members are confused about what I do. And I couldn't agree with her more. And one of the quick and easy ways to figure out, are your members confused, is to grab a member that you're really close with and ask them who a good client is for you. And just be like, I'm trying to structure my weekly presentation and my feature presentation. I'm trying to figure out how people hear me. Who do you think a good referral is for me? Who do you think a good client is for me? And see what they say. Stop talking. Don't lead that conversation. Don't lead that answer. It's really hard to have a really broad or lots of services or products or a broad explanation of who that good client is for you. The more that we can filter it down, the more that we can paint the picture for our members, the specific picture, the more referrals we're going to get. And I know some of you are sitting there saying, well, if I'm going to filter down who I'm looking for as a client, won't that limit the number of referrals? It's actually the exact opposite. This morning, I listened to a weekly or a feature presentation from a member in my own chapter. I wasn't quite sure what a great referral was for her, to be totally honest. And I threw myself under the bus. I told her. And I wasn't quite sure who she was looking for. And during her feature presentation, she actually was able to paint us the picture of her perfect client that she happens to be working with right now. Everything from what time this person wakes up, what they do in their life, what their challenges are, the entire picture. And as she was painting that picture, each piece that she would hit on, I could sit there in my head and be like, that makes sense. I know someone like that. Oh, I know someone like that too. And it does bring us back to all of the training that we do around asking for a specific referral. Starting out broad and then, bringing that geographic, demographic, professional, base smaller and smaller until we can actually paint the picture so our members can see it. They can see the person in their head when you're talking. So grab one of your members, somebody that you're close with, and ask them who a good client is for you. If what they describe to you is a client, possibly, but maybe not a good client or a great client, let's change up that weekly presentation a little. Let's make sure we're talking about those good and great clients, those good and great referrals, those good and great products. I obviously own Time for Printing. And very rarely do I talk about business cards during my weekly presentation. Everybody knows printing companies print business cards. It's an easy referral for me. Everybody needs business cards. But it's almost like a loss leader for me. Not that I don't love doing them. We love doing business cards. But I can't grow an entire business on business cards. So when I do my weekly presentations, I talk about the bigger items. I talk about the items that make sense for our business at that time to grow our business. Again, business cards aren't going to necessarily make Time for Printing successful. We love doing them. Our clients need them. We make sure they're professional and great, but it's not the good or great referral that changes my business. I hope that makes sense. So when you're talking about your business, make sure you're focusing on the good and great. Make sure your members know who the good and great are. And make sure that's how we're portraying our own businesses. You don't want confused members. The more specific and the more you can get that funnel to a really specific area, the more referrals you're going to get. That's what I have for you guys this week. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you guys have a great week. Happy networking.